welcome to a nice, warm, balmy 2 degrees. Really? March 1st is coming. Hopefully it comes in like a lion and it'll go out nice and warm. Holy crud. 2 degrees out. Well, called the machine shop and we are on our way to get the gaskets in. Yay! Yeah. Hey, an interesting thing, you know, okay. I said something about we're going to be grandparents in October now. And went to tell some friends of ours, and one of them, he goes, well, we heard something at church last week about that. I'm like, huh? Like 6 days, 6 days before we knew. I'm like, now how can that be? Well, talking to this person, talking to that person, we got to trace back down to a person of the cloth is the one that spread it. So I guess this person really must talk to God to know that our daughter was pregnant before she even did. So, yeah, interesting. But, hey, what the hell. But yeah, we're going to be grandparents, I guess. What do you do? The kid's on the way. You can't change the facts, so. I hope it's a boy. So, yeah, we're going to go get the gaskets, and unfortunately the heads and the intake are just froze in the back of the Tahoe right now. It's cold. I'm sick and tired of cold. I'm ready for some warm air. So, yeah. And I thank everybody for watching and supporting the channel, and to see the subscribers are going up. Thank you very much. Excuse me, sorry about that. It just kind of excited weekend. I got to stop and get the oil, and then a little repair nipple for the heater hose on this dang thing. Forgot that. And then yeah, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. The youngest had a school concert last night, went pretty good. She fessed up she was the one that squeaked once or twice during the concert. She couldn't find her reeds for her clarinet, so she used her sister's. I guess they're just a little different, so no big deal. Hey, it's school. It's not perfect. If it was all perfect, it'd be boring to go listen to. Just like like a train wreck. You don't want to look, but you want to see what happens. And if you got a NASCAR race or any kind of racing that goes perfect with no crashes, it's like, boy, that was boring. Sad to say, we live for the crashes, but yep. Yeah, I'm just wound up today. Get these. I was going to work on the heads last night, but I'm like, shit, I don't even have the valve stem still, so I couldn't even put the heads together, so I just stayed home. Rested, worked on last night's video, and talked to a few people, and so yeah, here's what we ended up with snow from the other day. It's turned the ground white, and oh, we just dropped it down -1. We dropped a degree. I said the further south you used to go, you got the warm air. Oh wait, the south is freezing up too. But yeah. So I gotta get. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I gotta get a new set of spark plugs. That's right. Spark plugs in that water nipple for the intake and engine oil. We'll be good to go. We'll get to throw that truck back together. I'll get it running, and I'll park it yet, because then sometime next week I'll get it. Hopefully Monday I can take it in and get it timed by that special computer that I don't have, and probably won't ever have, because the damn thing think the last one I checked into was like $10,000 for that computer. I don't do enough work for it. $10,000 computer. So, anyway, I guess I'm going to shut up for now, and we're going to get the gaskets and go. Yeah, I'm just kind of wound for sound today. Don't know why, but it feels like a pretty good day for once. So, alright. Oh, yeah, I was going to touch that too. I see YouTube's changing their rules again. Yeah, we're going to have to pay attention to that because a little unclear on what's happening, but I guess YouTube's seeing all this money flying around, you know, and there's some people out there that's got sponsors they advertise on their channel and that. Well, now YouTube's like, oh, that's money we ain't getting, so now they are rewriting the rules again to where if you got a sponsorship like that you advertise, or I don't think it's coming to the point where, like with me with my tools, I don't advertise for any tool line or anything, but their labels are there. Not sure if we're going to have to start covering up the labels on our tools or what. It just sounds like it's going to turn into a big mess again. And again, something that's been good sounds like it's going to get messed up because of greed. I mean, everybody wants money. Everybody wants the money, but yet don't want to really do anything for it. And I guess I kind of feel that if you went out and worked on your own and got your own sponsors to help you with making your videos and that, to use YouTube's platform, and I guess I don't get why they're so worried about that, because they get money from AdSense. Well, I guess Google does. I guess this is YouTube that's wanting money. Well, if they start collecting money on that many people, what? It's gone from, I mean, just think of how much money they're going to collect for doing nothing other than providing the service, which evidently providing it now ain't hurting them because they're still doing it. But now so hopefully this world wakes up and the greed comes to a stop someday, because greed does nobody any good. It ruins a lot of things, and there's been a lot of businesses shut down because of greed and money, and get too many owners in a business, and one feels he's not getting paid like he should, so he wants to take over. And it just, I don't care if you got all the dollars in the world, it's not going to buy you a spot in heaven. That's what this life is not about. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to kind of touch base on that, and I guess anybody else. So I guess start watching what you have up for products, or try and find those videos that they're talking about this stuff, and see what the rules change to now. So, alright, just giving a heads up there. Oh boy, I think I might have to retire the camera, so it's getting harder and harder when it turns on. I don't want to focus. But we get her. We got it. We're going. Cat took a dump. Wow. My bastard. Anyway, we're back at the farm. Been here for a while. I've been trying to. I had an antifreeze and I had dropped 3 bolts. Well, a bolt and 2 nuts down there. Got them back now. Cleaned up underneath that. Pushed a little snow around outside. Got the heads in. They're here. Laying here trying to get them warm. They're still pretty cold, so got my heater blowing up here underneath the table and trying to heat them up. Furnace I had the door open maybe 10-15 minutes, and boy, it got cold in here. It's now finally starting to get warm again. So yeah, I got that. Got the gasket set. Let's see, it's got the valve covers, seals, upper intake, throttle body, spider, exhaust, intake, and head gaskets. So, and the Victor. There's the part number if you guys want it for 96 to 99, I guess. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, got the heads warming up so I can pop the old valve seals off and then assemble the heads here. Ha! You know, I lost that one oh shit, retainer for the valve. Jeez, I lost that one and I thought, well, I just washed something up in the solvent. I kind of dug around where I was and sure shit, I found that little son of a bitch. So I got that one found, so I'm not missing any of that. Got all the everything relocated. It's just a matter of getting these heads back together, make sure they're clean. And yeah, he surfaced the heads too on this, and I just can't believe that intake, how bad out of line that was. So really lucky. So should be just like I put a new motor in this truck. I'm just kind of supposed to have somebody stopping by, but they're not going to stop by until later now. Sitting around waiting for parts to warm up so we can put the stuff together. So, alright, we'll be back. There, it's done. It's ready to run. Not. I didn't show you guys setting the heads on. They're not on tightly yet. I'm cleaning up the head bolts now. I've been working a little, doing a little, cleaning the bolts. That's somebody interested in the truck, so trying to get her done. And nope, we got getting the threads cleaned up on the head bolts. I just he-maned the heads in there, so they're still heavy. No, we're just and I guess Crystal's going to her sister's for the weekend, and yeah, put a message in my cousin. Hopefully he's coming up, because my goal is to have the heads torqued on and the intake bolted on this today yet, so that silicone along the end can dry before I start the truck. And then it'll be just minor little accessory, the naggy, nitpicky crap to get done. So, and now the wife's like, I need my oil changed and wipers replaced, and okay. So I said, well, sometime tomorrow we'll do that. So we're gonna, so this truck's got to be running by tomorrow, or sometime tomorrow, and then we'll be ready to go. So now get it running, back it out. I know the computer will adjust the timing for now. It'll run good enough to get to town, and then I'll have them time it, and then that part will be done. So I'm just sitting here killing a little time, playing musical valve covers here too, because forgot to have the ones cleaned up for this truck. That I had another extra set, so well, I'll put those on and I'll keep these around and use them on the next motor. Actually, I should have, oh no, those are with the motor, because the oil pan and intake and valve covers and all the bolts for that motor are with that motor, hopefully. But alright, well, I'm gonna keep plugging away here, and I'm cleaning up the short bolts on the wire wheel on the grinder, so that's always a fun job. But, well, I'm going to get back at it. So it's already 3:30, so it ain't too bad. I ain't been doing too bad. But yep, get this one running. Get the wash oil change done. Get the brake line fixed on the 90. And I'm trying to decide which truck I'm going to bring in next. That black Z71. Almost been thinking about putting that engine in that. But I don't have a tranny, so I might just do my other green one. So I've been trying to sell. I don't know. I can't give the stuff away, and I gotta make money. I can't give it away, so if I can't get it sold for what I'm asking, I guess I'm just going to use it and go from there. So alright, I gotta go. I'm getting tired, but said you guys missed me while I was gone? Oh wait, you didn't even know I left, did you? Oops, sorry, I should have never said nothing. Yeah, I seen something in at the blacksmith a while back that he uses for marking his metal. I'm not endorsing this or nothing, this is just what it's a whiteout marker. And usually had them on the shelf, and I got in there and I didn't see any. Uh-oh, he's out. Well, what I wanted it for is my eyes. I'm going to have to go to the eye doctor. I'm having a hard time, and since this has got a different torque sequence to it than the old Chevys do, so I'm following the books on this. I'm not going with the old school stuff because this is different stuff, so I'm going with the new stuff, following the rules. Well, since you got to torque one set of bolts and another, I can't remember which ones I torque, especially inside the truck there. So I'm going to got this, because see, there's what it does right there, that little white line. So when I'm done torquing the bolt, because after I torque it to 55 degrees, I can reach down there and put a mark on it, and I know I done that one. So but yep, I'm ready to finish torquing down the driver's side head, then do the passenger side head. Then I'm going to put the push rods, rocker arms, and all that back on. I'm going to go through the valves while I got the intake off so I can see the lifters, make sure they close. I know you can turn it and exit it. I don't do that shit. I just do them both do them in pairs. Done. And I remember that the distributor's pointing towards number 6 with the plug-in off that way. So yeah, once I got the valve set, then I'm going to put the intake on, get that bolted down, and get that to start drying, and I may or may not quit on it then. Because I don't want to get it to where it could start, and I want to start it and end up starting it too soon. And sometimes if you put silicone on these intakes and you start it up and for some reason you can suck that wet silicone right out, and then you got a leak, and then you ride it back into it. So my goal is to have it done to where it can set and cure tonight. And I pray there's enough left in the can to do this intake, and we'll get her bolted down and be done. Oh, it'll be done to that point. So I don't know, it depends on if my cousin shows up, because I still got to get under it to get the pan draining. No, I might do that. Get the heads torqued on, that'll be my big thing right now. Get the heads torqued on, then I can adjust the valves and go from there. So alright, I just had to go get something. My eyesight and my brain just, I think I remember. Then when I go, did I do that one? Because once you go to the torque on the 55, there's no, well, it's 55, 45, I gotta look it up again. Whatever you torque it to, that yield, there's no going back unless you back the bolt out and start over. There's no going, oh, did I do that one and give it another pull? If you do, you could go another beyond what you're supposed to have it torqued. So yeah, once you hit that whatever degree setting it says, you're done. There's no going back. So if you slip off, back to mold out and start over, I guess. So, anyway, let's get at her. It's not getting itself done. So, alright. Holy moly, I'm getting ready to set the intake on. I've got the valves adjusted, the head's torqued. My God, what a pain in the ass that was. So, and here's the intake, all nice and shiny. Good now. There's just a little bit of a hollow left there from what I was doing before, but alright, I'm going to get that intake set on, get her bolted down, and then I'll oil the rocker arms, put the valve covers on it, then I'm stopping for the night because I want this stuff to set up overnight. So I'll be back. There you go, valve covers are on, intake's on, torque down. I gotta bolt the exhaust back up, and then get the fuel spider cleaned up and in there, distributor. Sounds like plenty to do, but actually there's not a whole lot left to do. I'm done. I've worked my limit. What kills me is having to reach to the back of the motor there to get to the bolts. That one bolt to get to, and I'm just laying on my gut, and boy, some weird pains through the gut. So, but we're done. One neighbor showed up at the right time. He held the pry bar so I can get to the head bolts to torque them. And I tell you guys, I got to get to the eye doctor. I can't see with my glasses. With it being down in that far, trying to read that writing on that degree wheel, I had a hell of a time. So we got it, but I had to damn near crawl in there to see what the hell I was doing. So I don't know. But it's all torqued down, and let her set tonight and dry up. And then, like I said, get her started tomorrow and backed out. I still got to get under the damn thing, drain the oil, and just a bunch of nuisance little shit. Get all the electronics and that back on it. Still got to clean the distributor, but I'm just done. I would like to hear it run tonight, but I just can't do it. I'm done. Anyway, I don't want it to run tonight because I want that silicone to get set up. And I did squirt the rocker arms with some oil STP mix there in that container, so the rocker arms are oiled. Really close to having her running again. I'm sorry, I'm just spacing out. So, well, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully tomorrow she's running and back out the door, and get Mama's in here and get that changed. And then I think the 90's going to come in and get that up in the air so I can see if I can crawl around under there and do it myself. I'm finding I'm having a hell of a time getting up and down off the floor again, so I don't know. Clothes ain't fitting any tighter. Like I said, I spent most of the day bent over the front of that truck. So I guess I don't know much else. So y'all take care. God bless you, and see you in the next video.